Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you this super quick and easy tutorial on how I did my floral marble tumbler. I had posted this on TikTok and I tried to explain it the best I could, and some people didn't understand, so I figured I would just show you guys in a tutorial. So let's get started. So I'm going to start out with a fully prepped 20-ounce skinny straight from this stainless steel depot, and I'm going to mix up 20 mLs of my Artistry Fast Set epoxy, so 10 mLs of A, 10 mLs of B, and I'm going to stir it for about a minute to a minute and a half before I move on to my next step. And I do use my Fast Set for all coats of my epoxy, including my top coat. It's just my go-to epoxy, my preferred one, because it's kind of thicker and I end up not having to use as many coats of epoxy when I use this epoxy. Plus it cures in 2 hours to the touch, and that just works better for me because I can move on to the next step faster. So once I have my epoxy mixed, I'm going to grab luster dust. It's from Diamonds and Dust, and it is a very fine cut of glitter, kind of like mica, small like that, and it's just a good additive for like a base coat. Like for this instance, I don't want like a super glittery coat, so I didn't use like a finer, a thicker cut of glitter. I went ahead and used this one because I just want the cup to have a small shimmer. So this luster dust is good for like a top coat if you want to add a little bit of shimmer, or a base coat if you don't want glitter but just a shimmer like I do. It's a good additive for that, and a little bit goes a long way. So you just have to add a tiny bit into your epoxy, and you don't want to overdo it. And then I'm going to apply it onto my tumbler. Once it's applied, I'm going to pop it, all the bubbles, with my torch, and I'm just going to run it lightly over it, make sure there's no bubbles, and then I'm going to let it cure for about 2 hours before I move on to the next step. Now on to the marbling part. So I'm going to get 2 little spray bottles. I did get these at Michael's. I will link them down in the description box for you to get them, or for you to find them easier. And I'm going to get 91% alcohol. I just got it from Walmart. And I'm going to fill up both bottles about halfway full with the alcohol. Now one bottle, I'm going to grab this metallic mica from the Color Flex line through Artistry. It is the best mica that I've found so far that floats in the alcohol, so it makes it easier when I'm doing the marble. I have tried a few different other ones. This one just seems to work the best for me, but if you can use any metallic mica for this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a straw, and I'm going to just spray a couple squirts of the gold alcohol mix, and then I'm just going to blow it around and cause veins with my mica, and you can just move it wherever you want, add as little or more depending on how much of a marble look that you want. Now for the extra spray bottle that has just the pure plain alcohol in it. When you spray the mica mix, alcohol dries really fast, so sometimes you'll be in the middle of blowing and it's not going to move because it's already dried up. So that's when I just grab my extra spray bottle, and I'll just spray pure alcohol on there to make the micas wet again, so I can have more control and I can blow it more and get it like in the direction that I want it to be. So I hope all of that makes sense. You can just watch the video and see what I'm doing. And then make sure you do get the bottom of your cup That way it's done too. And then once you get all of your marbling done, you're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes and dry. Make sure it's completely dry. And then you're going to seal it with triple thick spray or any sealer before you epoxy it. So you will epoxy it after you seal it. Do not epoxy before you seal or you will smear all of the mica. Once my tumbler is epoxied and fully cured and ready to go, I'm going to grab these clear cast flowers. I did get this sheet from AB Design Co. I will link it down in the description box with a discount code. This is where I prefer to get all of my clear cast anything from. They have a huge selection of clear cast designs of different things. And I'm just going to cut out which flowers I want, and I'm going to make sure that I do get a variety of the darker and lighter flowers, different ones, not the same ones. And I'm going to cut out about 4 or 5 of them and place them on my tumbler. So you're going to place these flowers just like you're placing stickers wherever you want them to be on your tumbler, and just rub all of the air out from underneath it so you don't have any air bubbles left under your flowers. If you do get a small air bubble, you can just pop it with your X-Acto knife or anything sharp and then just push that air bubble out. These do work kind of like water slides. So when you go to epoxy it, the cut lines around your flowers, they will disappear under the epoxy. So you're not going to see those lines anymore. So don't freak out if you see the lines on there now. They will disappear and you won't even notice them under epoxy. So once you get all of your flowers placed, or your quote or decal or anything that you decide to put on it, you can do different things. I do go ahead and spray mine with a sealer just to make sure they don't lift. And then I'm going to epoxy it one more time with my fast set epoxy. And about 2 hours after that, it's going to be done and it'll be fully cured in 24 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. All of my products will be down in the description box. And if you have any questions, just ask them in the comments. Bye, y'all.